downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground, and right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Commanders was terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And they've been trying to stop that one in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The draw-off will give this to Swift. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. There's Goff. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery has set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when they're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
On first down, Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Out left to Dotson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here. So it looks like we've got a lion that's shaking out.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Another throw for Howell. Got an open man and finds Gibson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves and chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
After 1 on EA Sports. Once more, Howell back to the air. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Robinson up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 25 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers. Let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Robinson on a give right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Goff on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Having someone like T.J. Hockenson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a 1st down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the gun, here's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So not only did... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dime look defensively for the Lions on third. From the gun on third down, Howell. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Howell from the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Howell looking to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There's something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now he'll look to throw it. Able to connect with Dotson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. It's Howell with another throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Howell. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now on 2nd and 13. Howell going right back to Dodson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. Now we continue to go in that direction.
Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Swift going to try up the middle. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in the first four, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. throwing on third down here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Howell throwing on first down here. This pass hauled in by Dotson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Howell. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. Escaping the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Howell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a Washington first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back to throw, Howell.
Steps away to his left.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Cam Sims,
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
and the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 3.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
They'll run with Robinson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 31, Lions 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Goff. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Goff throwing again. That pass caught. It's Williams. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.